Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us.
You reacting to it in the locker room, and then all basically the event was cheeks, tits, and buffering.
So I put my foot down.
You know,
I'm now in a chase.
Joe, you're mad.
And I went round the corner, down around the corner, up a dirt track, like straight up a dirt track, as far as I could. Turned my lights off and sat there. On this, our first birthday, we raise a toast. And as we lift our gravy boats to the sky and take a shot each of peppercorn sauce. Sorry, me. It's our first birthday, guys.
Yeah, it is.
And we move from puppies to adolescents. We're not teething anymore. I can stop chewing on things.
We're there. I want you to go wild because I don't know what Scott's setting still has, but it still brings up the thumbs emojis. I want fireworks. let me have some fireworks.
Oh my god, I'm hyperventilating. We're gonna set Luke off. Now end the podcast.
We've officially made it, boys. We're one.
We have. We're one.
Well, it makes you wonder though. Do podcasts work in It makes you wonder. Like as Bruno said. Does podcast work?
You did his bit straight after that. That's mad.
I'm still teething.
Oh.
Do podcasts, do they work in dog years? Like, are we going to last like 15 years and then we're going to get very tired and old and someone's going to have to put us to sleep?
Well, the oldest podcast is probably like 20 years now.
Close to, I would say.
So it might be close, but I think some of those podcasts are going strong.
Who's 20 years?
Mark Madden, I think.
Mark Maron.
Or Madden.
Oh. Madden.
Do you remember Mark Madden?
Who's that? That's not forgotten. Good Charlotte, brother.
No.
It is. I think it is. Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte.
It was.
I couldn't hear you then. I couldn't figure out why. It's because I had both earpieces in. I was like, this is quiet.
Okay. Joe's at it tonight. Mark Madden, I think, was a commentator on WCW or some kind of dirt sheet writer or something like that, but I don't fully know.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't go into it because I don't know the facts. But isn't that what a bro podcast is?
Yeah, we just say stuff and it's now true.
Wow.
It's usually one with a mustache and then we just bro science out.
Yeah.
I must admit, Bruno, you just said Good Charlotte. And it's Good Charlotte.
Good Charlotte.
And remember last week when I said adjective?
It's an adjective.
Yeah, adjective. And I played Mad Libs with my family this week.
Did you?
And I said adjective. And they went, why are you saying it like that? I said, because it's spelled ADJ.
Yeah.
Adjective.
Adjective.
But Bruno gets rid of the D completely. Adjective. But it's adjective.
Adjective. It's an adjective.
It's not. But now you're saying it like me.
No, it's not an adjective.
You're saying it like me now. Now you're saying it properly.
I'm completely.
Do you know what you were saying before? Do you want to hear what I said?
Yeah.
This is what he went.
Adjective.
Oh my god, I miss Boris. Adjective. That's what he said. Adjective.
Yeah.
No, you ain't saying it like me. Adjective.
Bruno's like a celibate nun. He's getting rid of the D.
Oh my god. What is happening? You like Jerry Lawler tonight? Puppies! Jerry. He's already said puppies as well, and he's talking about his gums a lot. It's very strange.
Gums.
Talking of biting, did anyone watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson?
I did!
I saw Tyson's cheeks.
What was that, mate? It reminded me of Rikishi.
It was very Rikishi-esque.
What was he wearing? Because that wasn't even a jockstrap. It was like front shorts, back nothing.
That's what boxers wear, I think, underneath. I think that is their jockstrap.
That's the opposite of
boxers. Oh, so it's like boxer shorts. But
it's like a cup. It's a cup, but then, yeah, you get your chaps out, don't you?
Yay!
They look like my boxers after I stretch them out.
So true. It was such a weird turn of events because it was the interview, it was the little kiss on the cheek, and then the walk away, and then Netflix just decided to keep it on. Like they had these
iconic.
They had the chance, or it's not Netflix, it's whoever obviously produced the show. But
question: It was my first night producing for Netflix. Did I do all right?
Yeah. You got the most talked about bit of the whole night.
Yeah. How was the buffering? Because I found it quite great in the box.
Mine was clear as day.
Okay, cool.
Joe, you got up for it. Was it buffering for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
it was only, I said to Lisa, I think it's like in high traffic moments.
Well, did you see the numbers that they did?
What did they do?
Massive.
Was it
I think
crazy?
it was close to 100 million households worldwide.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they estimate around 200, 300 million people watched it.
Imagine
Most watched boxing event ever.
Imagine Mania on that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The
I think a lot of people were worrying about WWE doing it, but the difference is MVP or whatever Jake's company's called won't be producing it. It'll be WWE's trucks with Netflix trucks. It'll be absolutely fine.
I think it will be fine, but it doesn't matter the amount of production if you have too much demand into the servers. Mate, they're just up it. Like TK will probably just like chuck a load of money to get.
Yeah,
get
I don't think
money.
WrestleMania will touch Jake Paul Tyson numbers, but did you hear the early conversation that was happening, which was that Jake and Logan might have an actual boxing fight at WrestleMania on one another?
That would be
That's
fun.
good.
Because the crossover then would be Netflix, obviously Jake Paul, and they actually have a boxing event during WrestleMania.
That'd be good.
I think it'd be massive money, and I think people will.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Then it's a good way of getting all. If you do that and The Rock, everyone's going to watch it, and then all the servers are going to.
What was the last boxing match at WrestleMania? Was it 1 or 2? This is my knowledge. This is stretching my knowledge. Okay.
Well, there was a brawl for all at 15.
And it was Mayweather versus Big Show was a legit fight.
True.
That was legit.
Was it?
All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, he beat him with the brass knucks. No one beats Floyd.
Brawl for all wasn't a work, right?
No,
that was it.
That was the problem. It wasn't a work. Everyone got hurt.
I was just trying to go down the route of it's number 1 again, isn't it? We're 41. So it's
we're back around.
Did you see?
So it is what it is.
The Rock did a load of media, and they were like, "What if someone was about to get into WWE, about to come to Netflix? What is the event you tell them to watch?" You went, WrestleMania 1. There's nothing better. And I was like,
"No,
please don't watch WrestleMania 1." Of all things, I don't think he could have picked a worse event for people to watch. Man, that guy's crazy. He's weeing in bottles now, and it's all going to come off.
Did you see his little pillow fight with was it Kimmel or one of the late night? It looked like he got a little bit shoot angry for a minute, but I think it's just because his film's tanking more than anything.
Is it?
I think every film he does tanks, but I mean, is it the Christmas one? Is that
it is? Yeah,
new
yeah.
one? Okay,
I still want to watch it though.
Can it tank? It can't tank it. It hasn't
can't,
out yet.
No, I think it is.
Oh, is it out? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's tanking then.
I like it.
Before we move on from Tyson, because there was a couple of things. Obviously, the weird interview with the kiss into the cheeks, and then obviously Jake reacting to it in the locker room, and then all basically the event was cheeks, tits, and buffering.
Oh,
So
that's what you want from late night on Netflix, right?
no, I feel like
That's all I got from this weekend.
I didn't watch it, but I must admit that's all I found out about it via X. And by the way, if you're sick of X, which most people are,
Yeah.
Sky Blue's the new one. That's the way everyone's going. I'm not going to be on it.
What is it?
Sky Blue's the new Twitter, essentially.
Is it?
One that isn't
I've
like
never
ran
heard
by
of that.
just pure bots and just pornography. Well, that's what X is now. It's
Pretty much,
chaotic. But the new one is Sky Blue, apparently. That's
All right.
so people join.
We'll have
I
to,
don't know.
So
You can
if
follow the
go-
Peppercorn boys
go-
on there anyway.
Yeah, damn it.
No doubt there'll be one.
Just porn.
No, it's a legit site. It's Twitter where you just have conversations. Like what Twitter used to be.
Instagram tried to do that and they failed. So it is.
You're not
what
on
it is.
Threads?
I'm not. Well, I have a Threads, but I don't have the app.
It keeps offering it.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
But there was. Did you see the Mike Tyson interview? I think it was a couple days before with like the 9-year-old kid.
Yeah. He didn't read the room.
Well, I didn't.
He was very aggressive. He shouldn't have been interviewed by a child. And the child's like hanging in there like, oh, sorry.
I think Hasbulla has messed with his psyche on what.
Yeah, he's not gauging anything now.
He's suspicious.
Someone asked him, Joe, about his legacy, and then he went on a really dark rant about no one cares when you're dead about legacy.
Yeah. I mean, he put Hasbulla in air jail when he got fed up with him. I mean, it was crazy. Like, I think the only thing I'd say is that the Netflix thing, that definitely worked because it was so talked about. But it was a little bit about nothing, wasn't it?
What, the event?
Yeah.
The women's fight was
really good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was always going to deliver.
Yeah.
But I mean, Katie Taylor's finishing move of a headbutt, I think that's pretty damn good in boxing, yeah. Amanda Serrano's had like 80 fights. She's cut twice. Both against Katie Taylor. Both from headbutt.
And she's managed to lose 2 fights and still win.
Well, that's the issue. That's the issue for Amanda Serrano. But yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a little bit. I must admit, we were just talking about it before we came on air, but the conversation I see online, and this happens after every Jake Paul fight, is people that don't know what they're talking about explaining how Mike Tyson's pulling a punch here, or this is where Jake Paul leans in and says you need to go easy a little bit. Yeah. It's not in the contract, and all this stuff. I just want you to know that's not real. No. But what could be real is that Tyson flagged after a round because he was hoping for the best.
Yeah.
Jake Paul knew that, stayed away from him.
Yeah.
And then after that, Jake Paul then, do you know what's going to be the worst case scenario? Is I knock Mike Tyson out.
Yeah.
I do not want to do that. And I don't know if he could because Mike Tyson's neck is mad.
But, you see the workouts he was doing in the build-up stuff?
No matter how old he is, he will be able to absorb a lot of punishment.
Yeah.
But it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, it was, I want to go 8 rounds to give everyone his... Can you imagine if they went on Netflix and Jake Paul knocked him out in 10 seconds?
Yeah, everyone would be mad.
It ruined Netflix. Oh my! People stayed up till 5 and watched 30 seconds.
Yeah, but people wanted to stay up to see that. Yeah,
true. But I think that's what really happened. I think these fights, a lot of it was Floyd and Logan. I'm sure Floyd could have put Logan out a long time before he did. But he didn't. He never did it. I think the point is, this is an exhibition. People want to see 8 rounds or whatever it is. And I do think it's not choreographed and it's not predetermined, but it's certainly improv. A little bit like
best case scenario.
Yeah, or not fighting to kill kind of thing in a way.
Yeah, and again, there's no real good look for Jake. If he had knocked out Mike Tyson, it would look bad. If he got knocked out by Mike Tyson, it would look bad. So the only thing he could have done was go to distance but dominate, and I think he did.
It was the best case for both.
And then Tyson trying to call out Logan after, and it was like, I kill you.
Yeah, I don't think he sounded like a tough, but I mean, he definitely said it. Oh my God, I'll kill you. I'll unalive you right in the ring. A lot of people then went after Logan saying this is so disrespectful, and I was just like, they're just hyping up another fight because now everyone wants to see it. Because Tyson literally laughed when he said it and was like, all right, we'll do that.
You can make another 20 mil.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, that's what Tyson said. He goes, I'll wander around with these brothers for a couple of times.
I'll do that again.
I'll do that for 20 minutes. It's absolutely fine. I'm cool with it. You can have your Pokemon cards. Feel free. But no, it seemed like a bit about nothing. But I
was quite impressed with Jake's performance. I know it's like because I've spoken to a lot of people that don't really like because obviously a lot of casual people have stepped in to watch.
Well, they don't like the pools.
They don't like the pools for one, even if you don't really understand where they've come from and what they've achieved. They like Mike Tyson because they know who he is.
Yeah.
I thought his performance was good because
he's the guy from Tyson, The Hangover.
Yeah, as Jake proved when he came out to.
Is that what he came out?
Yeah, he came out to the song. Yeah.
I tell you what, Chris Stapleton does a nice one of them on Monday Night Football. My word!
Yeah.
Have you heard that? Jeepers! That nearly got me excited for Cooper Rush.
That gives Kerry Underwood a run for her money, but the Queen is still the Queen. But that's Monday Night Football.
Came in and said, "It's the King of Texas." And he was saying something. I was like, "Come on, Cooper Rush!"
That Monday Night Football song is a jam.
It's so good.
Tyson did what Tyson does. He likes to get close and get jabs in and stuff.
By his glove.
Yeah. I got a biting fixation.
I got an injury. Spinal.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, and Jake found out very quickly that wasn't going to work. So Jake then kept his distance. Yeah. It was good game plan from Jake, even to take it the distance because he knew Tyson wouldn't be able to last.
Yeah, it must have been mad though for him to be in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, nuts.
Like it's mad. But when you see the old clips of Tyson, we were a little bit too young. I
remember staying up a few of them.
We all probably remember staying up for Nigel Benn or Frank Bruno with our kind of families.
Yeah.
That's proper English. Yeah. Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, and Tyson at the end there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Barry McGuigan. Shout out Barry McGuigan.
Did you see that?
I'm a Celeb now?
Did you see that clip last night?
I did. Yeah. I was watching it.
Yeah.
That broke me.
Yeah.
I did.
I was just fair play to him. And as again, a shout out here, men talk.
Yeah. You
should talk. It was very brave of him to say what he did and accept it and be emotional about it. So if you're listening to it, I know this is we're supposed to be joking about Mike Tyson. But yeah, talk and.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll tell you who does interest me a little bit. But going back to what you said about no one likes the pause, I don't know if I like the pause. I think they're really brandable. But I mean, I don't think I want to sit in a room with them in any point in my life.
No, I probably can't relate to them too much.
No, I don't think I can relate at all. Really.
Yeah, but I mean, it's coming from the brother standpoint. That's the thing that always gets me, because they're brothers from the middle of nowhere, and they made stuff happen. They literally made stuff happen to a point where
they have to tell us how to do that.
One's massive in the WWE, and one's just had the biggest boxing match of all time.
I respect them massively.
Yeah.
I
got emotional. When they came out in that car.
Yeah,
there was a shot from the back where they just sat on the car, and I got emotional watching.
Yeah, I don't not like them. I don't know if I would spend much time with them. I don't think I'd go to Granny's in Lampeter.
No,
and hang out with them.
It's when the behind the scenes doc comes out of that shot as well, Joe. I bet it'll get pretty.
Yeah,
I saw a nice piece where I don't know if Jake. Yeah, I don't know who his girlfriend is. She's European.
She's Danish. Danish. I think she's a speed skater. Yeah.
Okay. There was a shot of them two afterwards in amongst the chaos of them kind of having a minute to themselves. And I was just like, that's nice. Like, it's like there's so much chaos going on around them. They're at parties every single day. And you just think, it was nice for them just to sit and be like, this is mad.
Yeah.
And the money he made as well.
Yeah.
And again, I think he very, similar to Conor, but not like Conor. He builds the fights, but he openly, like most boxers, goes afterwards, oh no, I don't. I love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I just play a character. Whereas, I don't know if anyone's following Conor McGregor's antics in a minute. He might be Conor McGregor.
Oh, he's overlapped.
It turns out he does do Class A drugs.
Yeah.
He admitted to that, which blew me away. It's always the ones you least expect.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's mad.
I always had a thing about this growing up, because I always idolised... No.
Okay, explain yourself.
Go ahead. I always idolised rock stars and big performers.
Burt McCracken.
Yeah. But larger than life performers.
Not Burt McCracken.
But they're normally over the top personalities. And I always assumed that was just a personality trait. So I took it on myself to do that. As you see when I wrestle, it comes out.
Yeah, chaotic.
Yeah. But I didn't realise all of that was because they were taking a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
But I managed to do it safely with no drugs.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it is that je ne sais quoi is the actual substance that gets them to that point where it's so reckless that people watch it. But there's always a downfall. I mean, look at child stars and all this. I mean, Malcolm in the Middle, I mean, he's just so clever. Isn't he? Frankie Muniz, he's just so smart.
He is, yeah.
He never fell off.
Doesn't he
he's a property developer.
He's a property developer and a race car driver. Yeah, he's a race car driver.
I think he made that up.
Respect.
Again, Joe, nothing we say on is real. Joe's got a mustache. He's important.
Yeah, listen to me.
Listen to me. Bruno, have you got anything else to talk about?
I can't remember. You two were just.
Yeah, sorry.
I was trying. There was. I need to do better at not chiming in. I try and chime in, but it's just it's a pain when I edit later. So I just don't. When you're on a roll, I'm going to leave you on a roll. You know.
No, you do you, Sugar Boo.
Yeah, I would say if you're thinking of something, the minute it comes into your head, just go.
No, because you know what? If that ever happens, I don't want you to go. Oh, your turn. I'm
waiting for it.
Bruno, also,
I'm waiting.
As Lizzo once said,
danger.
In case nobody told you today, you're special.
You are.
Appreciate that, Joe. Thanks.
And I mean, she's a big advocate for Ozempic.
Are we not allowed to like her?
I think so.
Are we?
I think we're fine.
I don't know. I don't look at stuff. So
I watched her at Glastonbury on television.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't go there.
Okay.
I wasn't going to get into the muck just to see Kylie Minogue get
enough of that money.
I wish I could.
But she was actually really good. It was a lot of fun.
I wish I could get in the muck for what could be Taylor Swift at Glasgow next year, but tickets sold out in half an hour on Sunday. So
just on the idea to sniff of her.
That one's done. That one's donezo, mate. Did I
ever tell you that story that we performed at Wembley just a couple of days after she did? Anyway, Karen. All the production stuff was still there. We even hung out.
I can still smell Travis Kelce when we were walking around back there.
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it? Anyway, Karen.
I don't know if we're allowed to like Lizzo. She did all that stuff with her backup dancers, but I don't know where
I don't know what that means.
Woo!
She forced them into doing certain things on tours.
Here at the Peppercorn podcast, we don't like Lizzo.
I'll tell you what, though.
We don't condone such things, but it's, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure who Lizzo is. I don't know who she is, but her song came on the radio when I was pulling up and it was a good song. It was the one I just quoted.
Was it About That Time?
No, it was the one I just quoted.
Yeah,
and I don't know that song that you just quoted, but I liked it, mate.
I like the sentiment about it. But you saying it's the big man.
It's a tune. It's a banger.
Chris Sutton, where do we stand?
Ooh,
A footballer? Why?
Do you know another Chris Sutton?
Has he done anything?
No, I don't think I just don't like him.
Other than what he did for Blackburn?
Chris Sutton used to play for Blackburn when we were children, Bryn.
Mate, you come out with some obscure...
What I'd say to you, Bruno, is name me a Blackburn player. And I know exactly what you're going to say.
I've got one.
It's going to be all of us have got the same one.
Have we?
Yeah. I got Graham Lasso, but did he ever play for...
Oh,
do you know what? I think he might have, yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah. Yeah, he's happy with that. I was going to say Morgan Camps Pedersen.
Oh, damn.
You were going to say Tagai, weren't you?
No. I love Pedersen.
It was Tagai.
No.
Pedersen, that's what I thought you were saying.
I love Pedersen.
I might have got a bit older, though.
Who are you going?
John Hendry.
I talked about John Hendry the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, I was talking to Dan about him.
Tim Flowers.
Honestly, they say that men are so simple they could name old football players and be happy about it.
We could sit around.
I'm just happy I've been all day.
And who they used to go to school with as well.
Let's start naming those.
However, speaking of tunes, should we get into Pepper or Cornet? There's a Pepper or Cornet that's come up this week.
Come on then.
So
Pepper tunes.
Pepper or Cornet, Matthew McConaughey's tuna fish salad sandwich.
Okay, I don't know about this, but
you said you watched the Two Bears podcast.
I watched it. I did watch it, but I've completely glassed over this. The bit that stuck in my head was the ketchup bit. But did you?
What was the ketchup?
Do you know the ketchup bit? The ketchup bit is where he talks about how he has it on everything, and Bert Kreischer's like,
oh yeah.
Oh, and then Kreischer's like, I'll put a little bit on my hand and let it dry. And he said, I'll come back for a hit. And the way McConaughey's sitting there, he's going, you go back for another lick.
All right.
Yeah, and he goes, all right, you just and you have another little hit. And it was the way he says it is so sad. It's the fact he gets the gag immediately and makes it bad.
Yeah.
I love people like that. I love the fact he's that tuned in.
Hey, he's a special man, that one. And a Longhorns as well, and a proper properly into
with Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
Glenn Powell.
Him and Glenn Powell hanging out.
Shout out to Overshown. You missed 3 tackles last night. Carry on.
But so no, his tuna fish salad. He said he makes it on a Sunday night. This almost makes me want to have it, even though it's got mayonnaise in it. Because he was like a mayonnaise, and you put the little wasabi in the mayonnaise, and Bert was like, "No, fuck you put."
No, really, no.
I didn't think about it.
And the thing is, every time you tried it did sound like him, but you couldn't get more than a second out before you'd stop.
Oh no way! I didn't think about wasabi in the.
Anyway, I've never thought about it. That's fantastic.
Anyway, and I was like, "Ooh, hello." So you get your tuna fish. You hold putting too much vinegar and lemon juice in it. You then put the mayo and the wasabi in it, and then he puts like crisps in it or crisp something. That kind of loses me. But I would do it later as an optional. But he was then like, so yeah, the wasabi, the mayonnaise, sweet corn, red onions, peas, and then he lets that marinate apparently overnight. And then on a Monday he has it. It's going viral on TikTok now.
How does he eat it?
Everyone's making it with a sourdough type thing. I think he didn't specify the bread, but people have been doing.
There's 2 things there. There's not a better night to make a tuna salad than a Sunday night. I mean, you're setting up. You're setting up your evening. You're setting up your week. I mean, the tuna fish salad is the staple of a man's lunch, I would say, like a working man's lunch.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to explain my tuna sandwich in a minute.
It's protein. It's got everything. It's got some fats.
Yeah.
The one thing I like to do with my tuna salad, I'm different. I do on a Saturday night. What I'll do is I'll get a
have no moisture whatsoever in it. Carry on.
Well, actually, no. I was going to say a bit more. What I would do is I get a little bowl of Powerade Blue.
Powerade.
Yeah, I dunk in a couple tins of tuna, so they're just floating around. I put
so your tuna's got a little bit of electrolytes infused in it.
I pipette Tabasco in there like it's blood chumming the water, and then I go. Every time the blood touches the that video of that guy doing that is hilarious. You know the Australian guy when he explains the dog attack.
I can't remember.
He's on news and he goes, and then the dog just looked at me and he goes,
and his wife's just staring.
Yeah, and she's like, he does it. It's so good. I'm going to apologize for how my face looks.
No, don't you dare apologize. It looked beautiful.
Want me to explain my tuna sandwich? And how I make it?
Yes.
I don't think you'll like him.
Bruno's not going to like it.
Not
so
one.
to save
one bit.
On a weekday morning before I'm heading to work, I get my Tupperware out. bit of bread in the Tupperware.
Oh, already gagging me.
Tupperware.
Bread in the Tupperware. Top bread and just leaning on the Tupperware. Then I get the tuna. I crack the top a little, drain out the liquids.
What? Hold on. Wait. What's your liquid of choice in tuna?
Sunflower oil.
Yes.
Yes.
Sunflower oil is much better. I mean, if you want your heart to stop by 40, I mean, you've beaten it.
I've already made past.
You've done it.
I've made past.
I mean, Chiellini swears by sunflower oil, so I don't know what's going on.
You got to drink oil.
You need those
honestly,
oils, don't you?
I would use olive oil as a seasoning for pretty much anything.
Yeah.
I love oil.
I've got to drain it though.
It's like oil.
I've got to drain it though because I'm going to pop it in a sandwich and I'm going to eat it about 5 hours later. So
you're a big pour the brine out and then put sunflower oil on it yourself. I've seen you do that a few times.
Yeah. So yeah, I drain the oil, like squeeze the top just to get all the oil out. Then I leave it open on the side next to the sink.
Yeah, what do you do next?
Then I get the mayonnaise and I squeeze mayonnaise into the tin.
Yeah, it's definitely making me feel a bit funny now.
Then I crack some pepper on there, crack some salt on there. Then I stir it all inside the tin. And then
How are you doing that in such a little tin?
Oh, I know how to do this.
I've seen him do it as well. He does
and
it well.
I'll serve it out onto the bread. And then I'll rinse out the can because I'm responsible and I'll throw it in recycling.
No, of course, you got to rinse it.
And then I'll eat it 5 hours later.
What type of bread we putting that on?
Whatever's in the cupboard.
You don't put any other veggie in it?
Mold off it and stuff.
You don't put like a cucumber or a diced onion?
I ain't
got time for that.
I love cucumber.
I've got to get the house.
You've got to get out of the house. Get up earlier.
I am up early, but I've got to have my coffee.
Okay, there it is. You got so many reasons.
So weird.
You got a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. Give me a million reasons. I break down.
Nice.
What were you singing then?
That was good.
Lady Gaga, A Million Reasons.
That sounded like Creed.
Yes.
We could sing Creed if you want. Can't remember.
Episode. What was that? The trailer. That was trailer. That was trailer time. That was.
Honestly.
With arms wide open. Under the sunlight.
One of the most popular birthing songs in America.
Is it?
Is it really? Well, that one.
Yeah, that song.
With arms wide open.
Yeah, because it's about welcoming your child into the world.
No, I'm aware of that. There's another one as well on that exact album near the end. Lullaby.
Oh, yeah.
That's full on just staring at your kid in the eye at midnight and crying.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I like that a lot. No. So yeah, my tuna sandwich is just the straight up sunflower oil one. Drain it a little bit so it's still a little bit moisture, a little bit of seasoning. In a ciabatta or a sourdough, some cheese. I like a little bit of a tuna melt, and then boom, done.
Tuna melt is jokes.
That's what I do at the weekend. I treat myself to a tuna melt because I've got a little bit more time.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. If I had to pay, I would never pay for tuna.
No,
I tell you what. The reason
I'd pay for tuna steak. I wouldn't pay for tuna.
Oh yeah, definitely
tuna steak
and sushi. I'd have.
Oh, sashimi.
You know when you go to like Costa and there's I don't know, bacon and chicken or something, and then a cheese melt, and then there's just a tuna melt. I would never pick.
I always go.
Yeah, I know you do.
I don't trust other people's tuna. Apart from Matthew McConaughey's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I trust his tuna.
Yeah, that's interesting. Isn't
I tell you what though, the reason I have a fascination with tuna sandwiches is because
why is it?
I was in Mexico when I was 25.
Wow. I was 5.
Yeah, that one.
Wow.
And I got room service. And it was a tuna.
I hate when you clap your hands together.
It was a tuna melt.
I hate that. If you do this, that'll really wind me up.
It was a tuna melt with crisps on the side, and that became a go-to.
I honestly think, and Bruno misses out on this, just any sandwich with crisps on the side, it's the best. Like there's no better lunch in the world than just crisps on a sandwich.
Yeah,
I'm not into a crisp sandwich, but
thank God. Yeah,
I'm not into that.
I do like.
But no, honestly, just a couple crisps sandwich.
Crisp.
Soft bread in your mouth. Have a crisp.
Chaser,
get some Ribena in. Why not? Honestly, you mix up.
Oh,
no, I appreciate you. So this is the closest I would ever come to peppering anything with mayonnaise in it. So I'm gonna ever so lightly pepper it, like right
I'm
on
pepper
that
as
line.
hard as Joe would his tin.
Yeah.
His small tin.
I'm gonna keep cracking it for about 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that. No, I definitely went to brine because I was just sick of getting oily hands.
Mm.
But I do prefer the olive. I put like a little dabble on top once I got rid of the brine. I do prefer the olive. It's just messy.
Good for you.
Yeah, I used to eat tuna out of the tin, like 3 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get mercury poison that way, guys.
I like tuna rice. Tuna rice is quite nice on time to time.
Yeah.
I feel like you went for a phase where you made me tuna rice at lunch.
So
you mixed it all together and...
Oh, it was like a... Yeah,
I think I nearly choked again then. Risotto, by the way, is so underrated.
Oh.
I think we need to talk about... You know when you go to a restaurant and you get like a proper risotto? My word.
When have you had a risotto recently?
Not recently. I've just thought about it a lot. We went to... every time I go to ask, that's what I get.
I love risotto.
Like a seafood risotto.
Oh, man. I tell you what, you're not going to like this much. But...
Tell us.
One of my go-tos for a lunch, like if I was heading to Tesco's just to get lunch.
No, I know. Yeah, I've been involved.
Yeah, I'd go to like not the fish counter, but like the fridge next to the counter where the packaged fish is. And I'd get they did like a mixed seafood, like shellfish thing, which had like squid rings, it had like mussels, prawns.
Sand, grit.
Yeah. And, I'd get two packs of the Uncle Ben's risotto. You know, the microwave risotto?
I remember, yeah, I've been here.
What flavour of risotto?
Chicken and mushroom.
Okay.
I can taste it.
I can taste it.
I've had this meal.
Yeah.
And you're sending me.
You know, you peel the top of the Uncle Ben's, a little bit of water in top, pop it in the microwave.
Yeah, I can taste the squid ring.
You squeeze the risotto out into a bowl, and then you get the shellfish and you straight in. But it comes out with that wet, that paper that's in the bottom for some reason. Absorb something.
Yeah,
that all goes in there. Yeah, that all goes in there as well. And I've got to peel that out and throw it away.
I've sat in cars where you've just eaten that straight out.
Oh yes.
No, you need to up your games. You're not. Yeah. We're not. Hey, it's not the 1940s anymore, right? You don't have to live like this.
Honestly, in the 1940s, World War II was happening, but it was a massive problem with the amount of seafood and risotto people eating. My God. No, you are spot on. I must admit, as this podcast goes on, you're looking more and more like Cooper Rush to me at this point.
I could probably do a better job at quarterback than him.
Yeah, I can't. I'm going to be honest. As of last week, my theory on it was he can't even hold the ball. Like he can't get it to stay into his hands to do anything, to pass it or to hand it off.
His job is his hand.
But this week he actually played really well.
He did all right. Yeah.
I'll let him have it.
Yeah.
It's just the rest of the team. Well, a lot of them aren't there, but I mean, the ones that are there are not very good.
Yeah. Kicker was good.
No, he missed.
Yeah, but he did some long ones. He missed the easy one and did long ones.
That's 64, the one that didn't that got obviously overturned for the penalty. That was easy. At
the time, I went, take the points. Don't get the new first down. He can't get it. He's not going to get it in the end zone. I was like, well, just take the points. Then do you know what we did? Went for it in fourth down. Never even got any points out of that drive. Anyway, I'm going to relax.
Stadium's ready as well.
That's what I was going to bring up earlier.
Is it? Oh, I saw something. Was that metal or was it cardboard?
It was a 10-foot metal sheet that nearly took someone out, and it was CJ Stroud was the nearest person.
Jerry.
Oh my God. And then they had to go on. So they showed them talking to CJ, and CJ was like, yeah, now you're cool. They sent a guy up there, because there's not enough time to safely get it down, they had to bolt it to the beams up there until everyone was out after the game. And then
what's happened there then?
They opened the roof for the first time in 2.5 years.
What?
It's not enough that he's blinding us. He's now got shrapnel falling. Just like the Georgia Dome.
He's got an obsession with daylight, I think, because he's put curtains up.
Just dome it up and cover the windows. It's a beautiful stadium. It's a beautiful stadium.
He covered the curtains for the fight.
Oh no, that was a production thingy for Netflix.
Was it?
Any boxing in any actual major event gets covered up.
Mania, they cover it.
They cover most of it for Mania, if not.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, what's really cool, honestly, it's so nice when Cooper Rush throws it to Schoonmaker and he's staring at the sun like that.
Do you know what they should do? It's just put that layer of protective film that stops the sun coming in.
Yeah.
But then it's still bright. But yeah.
Just put a curtain up.
I've stood up there where those windows are for 7 hours, dehydrated.
I've never dealt with a season you guys have unfortunately dealt with a lot in the time that we've all supported. Like, since I've supported Dallas, I've pretty much not had a losing season ever.
Pretty consistent, yeah.
Which is mad. We don't do anything beyond that, but I mean, we're always winning. But You guys have had bad ones and really good. Like, you've won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You've gone to nearly the playoff game.
Close,
Gone further than me.
Yeah.
And more playoff games. You played more playoff games.
Yeah.
What do you do in these? What do we do? What do you do weekly? When you watch it, what do you do?
Pick a new sport.
You get no enjoyment and you just roll with it. Because you have to earn this. This is where you earn your wins.
Fandom, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I found was going into the game, I was like, I want Houston to win because I like Houston. Like, if Dallas aren't going to win it, Houston and Colts, I want them to win the Super Bowl. I'm happy with that. But as the game got closer, I was like, sure, there's CD's still there. You start getting like you're a fan, and then once the game started, it was tight.
It wasn't bad. Yeah,
it was really tight until it wasn't, and then I went, this team is.
Was it Romo on commentary?
No, it's no, it's not Jim Nantz. It's Sunday night. It was Sunday. It was at Monday Night Football. Okay,
it was Troy Aikman. It was Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman, yeah.
Well, Troy Aikman was looking for cocktails in the third quarter, I think.
He was. I mean, the thing is, it was actually a solid game, and I was like, wow, that's mad that if we could actually get a couple pieces together here, like, because there's, get a cornerback at least. Bad, yeah. I was like, do you know what? We could, with loads of teams around us lost this week, where everyone went like 5-5, and I was like, oh wow, if you win a couple in a row, and we got like Giants next and another team, and I was just like, wow, we could rally here.
You got Bengals on Monday Night Football, followed by the Thanksgiving game, isn't it?
No, I think Bengals is the week after Thanksgiving.
Okay, fair.
We got something this week. We got Washington this week, Giants on Thanksgiving, and then Monday Night Football with the Bengals. And by the way, we're pretty much the same record as the Bengals.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because the Bengals are good.
They are very good. They are good.
That's what I mean. But again, they should be. Again, last night, by the way, we then lost Zach Martin for the season and Maisie Smith. So the whole offensive line is gone. Because I was watching it with Lissy, and she goes, why are they not stopping them from hitting the quarterback? And I said, because I don't know any of them. There's two of them, and they're trying. Their nose went down, and then it was just trying to hurt the ginger man, essentially became the game. And Lissy was like, this is horrible. And I was like,
hey, and that's where every other team has the next man up, because we're missing key pieces, but our rookies that we put in this year we're actually keeping the quarterback okay.
Yeah, if there was at least a Dak behind it, I'd be fine.
Yeah,
it's the fact there's no wall, then there's a Cooper Rush, and there's a Dowdle. Yeah,
it is lamb to slaughter. Literally,
we've got Mingo though. Anyway,
yeah, let's.
I'm hurting.
You are.
Texans playing on Christmas Day on Netflix.
They are.
And you don't really hurt me.
And Beyonce's playing halftime.
Yeah, she is.
Is it? Yeah. Dawn Schultz on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Dawn Schultz did an Instagram this morning with his coffee, and he fills the two coffee mugs up, and you see what the writing says.
I love Dawn Schultz.
And it said, Houston Texans are the best team in Texas. And he just looked at the camera and laughed, and I was like, I missed you. There were so many players that played for both teams.
Yeah. They like Texas.
NFL are just, you can't get attached to players.
By the way, they fought after every play.
Yeah, it's the most fickle sport.
That was gnarly. But anyway,
do you have anything else?
I've got, because Bruno got us to do homework this week.
I did get you to do homework this week.
So I've got my notepad. So I need to just check. Can you pass me my notepad?
Do you want me to, should we do that now? I got one more question.
We'll do another question, and then we'll go to, because we'll finish on this. The birthday stuff, the best of.
The year in review, Because
Doc Hendricks.
Because I've got to give you like your appraisals and tell you where you've got to do better next year, because obviously Peppercorn management, we've got to go to the moon,
I'm not used to this corporate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're just, guys, there's been so many swears in this episode.
So I was driving the other day. I've been looking after Raymond's cats. And every single time, I always feel like I'm being followed. Ooh. Okay. So my question is, how many turnings does a car behind you have to make the same as you for you to get a little bit worried?
For me, it depends on the road we're on.
Yeah.
Are we in a built-up area?
Fairly built-up-ish, yeah.
Medium.
Yeah.
I'd say about 5.
I was going to say 5.
Because sometimes you're going places where just everyone's going. Like, it depends on where you're going. If you're going to a cinema and it's in a town centre, chances are the cars are following you to the town centre because they're going to town. If you're kind of going to like a cul-de-sac, the odds of someone being in the same cul-de-sac and you've met them at some point is very rare.
And then you pull up, stop, and they pull up and stop, and no one gets out of their car.
Yeah, have you ever had it where you've done a couple turnings that make no sense just to see if they follow, and they actually do?
I think I've done that once in my life. There is a couple of things, or I like to leave it to the last minute and sort of then put on the indicator just so you see.
When I'm coming home from work, sometimes I definitely do that. Like, I convince myself within a minute that this person's following me.
Yeah.
Even though it's one road that no one can come off of. And I start doing the indicator late and stuff, and I was like jolty movements. I'm like, yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I never look behind me when I'm driving.
That makes that makes a lot of sense.
And then the caveat to it was like, do you ever stop yourself from, if you've taken like maybe 2 or 3 turns the same as the car in front of you? Are you like, I bet this person in front's thinking that I'm following them?
I start to feel guilty.
Yeah, I've never thought about the one in front. I never really.
And nor are the people behind you. That's why it happens.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Is I don't think that's ever. Yeah, I've never done that. I tell you what, our mum had that story, which was where we used to live.
Yeah.
Where she was coming back from where you used to live. And essentially they were like 10 minutes apart, country roads.
Yeah.
She took the back road coming out.
Oh, what, the back road?
Yeah. And this car was behind her. So she thought halfway, I'm going to cut across and get to the main road. Yeah. This car followed her. So she thought, why would anyone have done that and then not carried on?
Yeah.
So she then came out and she drove into
the garage.
The car followed her. So she drove into the car spots. It parked right behind her. So she got out and she ran into the shop and said to the person, this person's following me. They looked out and the person was just in the car staring into the window, and they called the police. And they only came when the police got close. They just stared at them. Never got fuel, never got. So they were following. So they were up to something. Yeah.
All right.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're even more.
Hey guys, if you're ever in that situation, do what my mum did, which is go into
a
an
public
establishment.
Place, yeah.
Yeah, very public place. And tell everyone.
I've got a funny story about being followed.
Well, everything you say seems like you're either lying or you're just up to something. You're like, I've got a story about feeling followed.
I was coming home late from
my
girlfriend at the time. House
there it is.
In Bournemouth.
I thought it was going on.
Into
what? Give it.
Yeah. And I was coming back to our old house, and I was driving along the long stretch from Winchester, essentially, where we lived. And it was dark, late at night, like after. And I saw blue lights flashing behind me, up in the distance, like coming quite fast. All I was thinking in my head was not...
That's the police going somewhere.
Yeah. All I was thinking was it was one of those fake police.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to pull me over and kill me.
That does happen.
So I put my foot down.
I'm now
in a chase.
Joe, you're mad.
And I went round the corner, down around the corner, up a dirt track, like straight up a dirt track as far as I could, turned my lights on and sat there. Because I thought it was the fake police.
Bruno's like, can't believe that, and he's cringing. I think that's hilarious, but
I've
also definitely been in that situation. Yeah, I've definitely got myself to that point where I'm going to have to turn my lights off and hide.
Remember that time where I drove you down to Dorset or wherever it was for wrestling once, and it was like one of the only times that I've driven you down there, and it was me, you, Kieran, I think potentially Lissy was in the back as well.
What are you going to say, Kit Wilson then? I don't remember this.
And we were coming back, and then there was lights flashing behind, and I always get paranoid that is for me, and I'm like, this is for me, and like Kieran's like, this is for you, and then they passed, and then you were just like, why did you think it was for you?
This happened on the way back from London when we dropped. We went to see the O2 where we were in London. We dropped Kelly off, and then that thing happened where they actually just flashed you. Yeah. They were just like, just relax. They had to like calm him down.
Yeah.
I still mad respect to the Welsh police for that.
Yeah, this gave me a little. What did you say?
The Headley.
So is that peppercorning, or is it just a question?
No, that was just I had that in my head to bring up. I was like, I wonder if you have ever had that.
Yeah, I definitely do it more than I should. But I realise how stupid that is as well.
And I'm super paranoid by the sounds of it as well.
I'm very paranoid that people are following me, because I've had it like a couple days in a row, but then at the last turning where I'm going into Raymond's place, they just carry on, because that's how you get like to Southampton. But by the by, yeah.
Question: what is your most nostalgic video game?
Ooh,
GoldenEye.
NBA Jam.
GoldenEye or Mario 64.
I thought you were going to say GoldenEye. Would you say Space
NBA Jam?
NBA Jam.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, boom. NBA Jam is definitely up there. I'd say Warzone is pretty high on that list. But the one that seems to be getting me at the minute, I keep thinking about it. And
James Pond.
It's not James Bond. There's a lot of these. The worst part is it's completely just blanked in my head.
What's it on?
What console was it on?
Crash Bandicoot?
No.
Tomb Raider?
Golden Axe.
It was Tomb Raider. It was Tomb Raider. It was Tomb Raider. It was Tomb Raider 1, and we had it on the PlayStation 1. But I think about it a lot because there was...
Think about the butler.
Yes. So there was a part of the game where you could just roam her house.
Yeah.
And had a maze outside.
Yeah.
I would play for hours there. There was no general reason to be in there. Now I think about it, there was no reason to be in there.
Hey, maybe
but she had like hidden rooms, didn't you? You had to find like books and stuff. But do you remember if you walked into Butler, you go,
Oh.
yeah. And when you go into the bedroom, the butler would appear and go, "This is your humble abode." And I remember thinking, do you know what'd be really cool? If when I'm at school, I'm going to say, "This is my humble abode." Because people will be like, "Oh, that's really that's really smart the way he knows that word."
Clay must be.
But I still to this day don't really understand what it meant. I think I thought it meant bedroom.
No, it's a house.
It's just a
That's
house.
what you do.
Yeah.
You go when you're welcoming someone for the first time. It's welcome to my humble abode.
Yeah, do you say that?
I've said it once or twice before. Yeah.
Have you really?
Oh,
When you show the bedroom, do you say, "Is this where the magic happens?" Because we grew up on cribs, so I have to say it. I say it every time. Yeah, I'll open a door. I have to be like, "Haha, come in." And then when I get to the bedroom, I go,
like,
"This is where the magic happens," or lack of. Yeah, anyway.
I'd like to see a TikTok of you doing that.
Oh, we did one.
We did a cribs at a hotel once in
YouTube.
one of our vlogs, yeah.
Yeah.
And I did the whole
I want to see
gag.
a recent version of you doing that.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. No, I'll do that.
Please.
Okay. Should we get to the best ofs?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Bruno sent us a message this week in the group chat.
I have, yeah,
And I think actually-
pre-planning to the max this week.
Yeah, Kit Wilson actually did respond as well.
Yeah.
Bruno asked us 5 questions. We're going to go in chronological order, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, favorite episode. I don't know if anyone's happy for me to start.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mine actually was, I can't even read my writing. It says Bruno 2 weeks ago with the questions. You know when he asked us 3 things? It was just a really good vibe that episode.
was
very
nice.
similar to this one.
Yeah, good time.
Very good time. But then those questions really set me off. I thought it was really funny.
I like that. I enjoyed that. I got the brain juices flowing. you know?
Yeah, and I'd not experienced it before. You know, like Mad Libs, things like you kind of heard them. Yeah. Whereas that, I was like, I don't know where he's going with this. I love this.
I learned a lot.
So exciting. But that was my favorite episode. I don't know why. I had to change my favorite moment based on this.
I did it the other way around.
Yeah. God, it's such marks for us.
I know. So my favorite episodes were the IRL ones that we've done. So we did a New Year's one. We did I can't remember where we did another one. We did another one, but then the final one with the latest one was the conspiracy after Matt Rife. I found that I like that a lot, and the ones without Scott when it was just me and Joe were pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought they were great as well because I was on Cocoa Beach, and I was there present as well. Never missed an episode. I was going to say the Poppy episode as well, where we had Poppy the foster dog.
Yeah.
On the old lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a little Papa Jojo in it as well.
I've got news. Chelsea got adopted.
Oh.
The Screamer.
Yeah, went to an Everton fan.
That's a
That's
a joke.
No, yeah.
That's amazing. And I'm hoping situationally that they're not going to come back.
We'll see.
Yeah, because it's hard when they scream.
My favourite episode is the engagement episode because I spoke for 45 minutes straight.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
You doubled your entire
I did, yeah.
runtime that you've had, yeah.
We do Gunners Are Us, and on the TikTok, out of the corner, you just look at it and it goes, does the one on the left even talk? And the odd time it'll say, won't Ribbery just shut up? I've had that a couple of times as well. Yeah.
Whereas last week,
one of them said, the one on the right eat, the one on the left's meals. I've seen that one as well. Yeah, they're toxic on TikTok. Like, they really go
I
after
love
us.
it. I can't wait for me to get involved because I've got all of that coming and more.
Mate, they are not, like when they come in instantly. They're like, it's a football one, and they just go, "Do you like Jerry Bakewells or something?" And it's like,
Matt?
I assume it's Matt. We did a Whatnot stream last week, and I was convinced one of them was Matt.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I sent a parcel. It was not Matt.
It wasn't Matt.
And all the way through it, he kept saying GG's. And it was a guy called Matt. And I was like, oh, GG's, Matt. And then afterwards, I was like...
I tell you what, I've got a little bit of heat with Matt at the moment. I'm trying to mend this bridge with Matt. I sent him... I didn't send him that Matt and Cassie...
Yeah, that's everyone knows it.
I didn't.
Do you know their address? Because you're proud of them.
I didn't send the couple ones that I sent to you, but I sent the one of the ref where he blows the whistle, and it's look at the cheeks on this guy, and I thought it would get a laugh. Zero reaction to it. I was like, all right, I'm done now. He's done.
He's in Vegas.
Oh, okay, all right, I'll let him off. All right.
Yeah, he's a pretty dry human, to be fair. But I mean, I think his theory is you're just so hard to deal with that he's like, I don't know if I need that in my life. I think it might push me too far.
Hey, that could. And that's respectable. All right, I do actually respect it, but I'd like to know.
Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah,
Josh. I'd like to know. Anyway,
oh god,
favorite thumbnail?
You in the Riddler outfit.
Oh, my gorgeous little face in that hat.
Yeah.
That funny thing on that one, because for the past 5 weeks.
That is funny. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
You're such a dick. For the past 5 weeks, I've been doing multiple thumbnails and doing that test. After you get to a certain point, it decides which one it's going to be. And it didn't like that one, so that's been struck off at the moment. So I'll put it back on for you.
I love that one. My one is the Vince McMahon one. I know we shouldn't say his name, but Bruno doing the puppet hands and the Pretty Deadly, and then us. I don't know. I think that's awesome. Anytime I see that, I that's just badass.
Yeah, mine was the puppet hand Vince Doc one, and the Scary Movie one. I actually really like that one.
Yeah,
and then, if we'd had all 5 of us, it would have been. I think that comfortably would have been it.
Yeah. And then my honourable mention for that is the Sexiest Man Alive one. I think that had a real nice
gloss. Yeah, it's just clean.
It was good. Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult, isn't it? Because some of them are just clean. They look cool, whereas some of them are just really funny. My gag is when Joe and I do the pictures. I'll do 3 normal ones and then one that Bruno's going to pick in a way I look as terrible as possible. And it's just a game that I like to do. And then I'm like, yep, there it is. Last week, Bruno's going, and you're like, and then this week, like, we know what you're doing. No, and we were actively a part of it.
The annoying thing is, do you know what I was thinking last week? Is I was trying to scroll through. I was like, he's put this in, so this is him giving me consent for me to use it.
Yeah. Well, that's probably my issue. Is I'm giving you consent every week because I do 3 normal ones and a bad one, and I guess 90% of the time, do you know what goes up?
I'm sorry.
I know he knows where his bread's buttered.
Oh God.
The favorite moment. Mine is Eagle Chum.
Hold on. Did Joe do his thumbnail?
Yes, the Riddler one.
Oh, cool. Sorry.
No, sorry, that's the only reason I moved on, but carry on.
Oops.
Eagle Chum. Even though I was putting myself over, I think I've never laughed that.
That was my favourite moment too.
Was it?
And when Joe said that thing in the sea a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah. That episode was good, Jen.
The favourite it was Eagle Chum and the whole 3-question segment, but when Joe opters at the end.
Mine is when you shout out to what you just mentioned when you ran in on Skype or whatever we use these days.
Oh, the Cocoa Beach one, or the one that Lewis is in both, wasn't he?
Yeah,
briefly.
A little international run-in was always good.
I think that's a bit fun, isn't it? I like the idea of you're never that far away from home.
Yeah,
that's the story.
Yeah,
that's what we're teaching people.
Because we were here busy putting each other over.
I like it.
Yeah, I know. I listened to those episodes while I was away, and I was just like, it's like, you're so funny, and you're like, you're so funny. Anyway, what else are we doing? And I was just like, bath. That's what I said. I said out loud.
Ouchie. Oh, let's do number 5 before 4.
Best peppercorn. It's I don't think it's even close. There's nothing that compares. Slow drivers.
Yeah.
I think that's unanimous because not only is
good we did it twice.
Yeah, so good we've done it 5 times. I'm fairly sure, and I'm fairly sure you nearly got close to it today when you talked about your lights. You were so close to being like, I don't even look behind because the slow drivers back there. I was waiting for it. But no, nothing comes
There's no
close.
slow drivers behind me.
Well, no, because you're getting
I'm
ahead of
breaking
them.
the limit.
Well, that's not clever either. You don't look behind and you break the limit.
Huh?
And you think the police are always after you. Like, nothing about this is right. We should take away your license.
God.
I don't know if you should be impressed with yourself. Are we all going with that?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
Set me off again.
And the last one, Bruno, is the resolution. This is for the coming year for all the Peppercorn boys. One whole year. Obviously, the world's gone to poo since.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not going to go any further. Who knows? For me, I wrote down two revelations. I put more games, more views.
All right.
So essentially, grow it. But I really enjoyed the 3-question thing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Mad Lib part. I really enjoyed like riddles or anything we've done kind of trying to pop each other or something, like some kind of game. Coming up with new ideas or like, sour candies or something. Even though it's a visual podcast, so we can do it.
Yeah.
But I think even the audio is quite funny. Like when you see like Greg James and people do the water challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You listen to it on the radio, you still laugh.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but you can hear it. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. For me, I really like the game part.
Yeah.
And I would love to add a Dateline type deal. I'd love for us to get. I wish our episodes were more us giving advice.
Yeah.
Because I think people need the advice from us.
Yes, everyone needs a little bit of Bruno advice for sure.
And I could do some improv, and I really enjoy it.
I've been trying that. I 100% agree, but I try and keep it so it's not so much in the lanes of shits and gigs that I watch at the moment. Because they start off their thing with like an Instagram handle and they do like react stuff to certain things. And I'm like, okay, we need to be a little bit different. But hey, like imitation is flattering as well. But
yeah.
Yeah, my resolutions is obviously first and foremost is we have to win sexiest podcast hosts of 2025. That has to be without question.
Why do you think I'm keeping his mustache so trim?
I honestly think at the minute I look a little bit like the pregnant girl at Crossroads.
I don't know if I've seen that like recently
Since
enough
2002. I watched
that.
it about 3 months ago. It holds up really nicely. But I do also look like Mimi.
Is the guy real creepy in it? As he no?
He's aggressive.
Okay. All right.
And but they're totally fine with it. Now you wouldn't be. I mean, that didn't hold up in that sense. I mean, like he punches cars constantly, and they're just like, "Ooh, are you okay?" They're not like red flag. He's just like, "Get out! I'm going to kill you." And they're like, "Yeah, that's fair." So yeah, some of it doesn't sit right. But I mean, my younger self definitely was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
You got to think, because Brittany was not a girl, not yet a woman.
Hey.
You're not wrong.
Exactly,
You're not wrong
but there's a lot of memes going around at the moment where it's that Jake Gyllenhaal like goodbye meme. It's like me saying goodbye to my type so I can finally go get married.
Yeah, that's really horrible to the married people out there. So shout out to the married people out there. I have an ongoing gag actually that everyone I ever knew female, when they get engaged, I don't know the person. It's a guy with bushy eyebrows and a short back and sides brown hair.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but I think they're like bots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I then realised Lissy's friends probably do that. I'm the bot. I'm the guy. You know that gag with the guy from the Peep Show where he's just eating the food, and it's like every girl's Facebook just says "out with the babe," and it's just the guy from the Peep Show eating his dinner.
Yeah. But it's just a bunch of NPCs, isn't it? Normally.
Yeah, but I think I'm one of the NPCs.
My goal is to
you are an NPC now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an NPC for sure. Joe's not a bot.
I'll never be a bot.
I'm just a recluse.
Yeah. He's one of the other players that just went back to the lobby early. Forgotten. Thrown away. Yesterday's trash.
So we have to win sexiest podcast host next year. So let's dive deep into that. I want 100k subscribers next year. We're not even at 1,000 or 100 yet. This is.
I felt like jumping in cold water. Whoa, that's a lot of people hearing us.
And my ultimate dream. I'm talking dead into the camera right now. I want Sam and Lou on this podcast next year.
Regularly, not just on once.
Yeah.
They're on regularly next year.
Yeah.
At least one of them. Because I'm fairly sure one of them hates us. The one thing I was going to say is I want, this might be a little bit out there, and we haven't discussed this. I want like 10 guests next year.
Yeah.
Over the whole year.
Yeah.
But who would your dream guest be? That if we want to finish this, if we're talking stratosphere, who's your dream guest?
In the entire world.
The entire world that we could feasibly get. And I mean feasibly because we've got 100k subscribers.
Oh, okay.
Mine's Matthew McConaughey. I think that's the best conversation.
I think that'll be a fantastic conversation. I think we need probably a couple X that 100k subscribers for Matthew McConaughey.
Mm-hmm. If it's not him, I would like Jay Johnson.
Oh,
I'll be very happy with that.
Oh,
and I feel like our circles are close enough now. It's closing in. Jay Johnson reposted Lewis wearing his jumper. We're hanging out with Bailey, who's best friends with like Jay Johnson, and the boys are close with Bailey. We're close with the boys. I don't know if that's out of the realm.
It's doable.
Bailey would be good.
That's a very short. Oh my! That was like almost Trump like thing.
Oh, that's the dance. So everyone's banned to do. You're going. Oh, is that what it is? That's a man.
That's a very short chain.
Yes, that's what I mean. Have you seen the game you can do on Netflix where Amazon Prime where you have to go from like Ratatouille to Scream?
Yeah,
but you got to do it in as many little amount of moves as possible. So you have to go like suggested.
Yeah.
So you go like you can go to like actor and be like oh.
You can do that on Wikipedia.
Don't worry, Joe.
On Wikipedia.
So Netflix is this platform that you watch the Jake Paul thing. They come down. If you pick the film, underneath you have suggestions. But the suggestions are close to that film based on the actors or the genre.
Yeah.
So if you have Ratatouille, you might go, oh my God, look, they've also had Toy Story. There's Toy Story. There's Tom Hanks. There's Castaway. There's a ball involved in that. Wimbledon. There's Anna Faris. I don't know who's in that.
The easier option is Wikipedia. If you go from like the Roman Empire to Barack Obama, you have to not leave Wikipedia and just click the hyperlinks in there, and then to get to Barack Obama.
Oh well,
it's exactly the same premise as that Netflix. I want to play that Netflix game.
Yeah, we'll do it next time.
That'll be one of our games next year.
I like that. You ever do your resolution?
No.
Do you have one?
I have one.
Ooh, damn it. One, but a goodie. I know. Yeah. I can feel it. I can feel it right now.
It's the most important one.
I don't know how aggressive that was, but
no, it is.
We'll definitely go with it.
Want to hear it?
I do, yeah. It's a podcast.
To make a load of money.
Okay. Bruno's a lot of that, yeah. That is really up there. Yeah, I think that's honestly the better one. Give us your money.
I like that.
I like that. You got no fans? That was just a reference. I wasn't going to go with it.
It was going so I couldn't think of anything.
I couldn't think of the next line. You got no fans? You want some?
You want some?
Yeah, that's it. And next year I'll do my Danny Tetley more often as well.
And I'll continue to interrupt.
Yeah, by going, hey! Just get our attention. That's how he gets the waiters' attention at the bars when we go there. Bruno's a big...
Hey.
He loves that. I think he's doing something else because he's not...
This salad's too cold.
I think he's looking at the Man United lineup. Anyway. that could be up there the best moment.
I'm gonna become a slow driver.
Funny. That was Sam's favorite moment.
It was, yeah. We didn't go for Sam's, did we?
We didn't. I didn't have my phone's recording it, so
yeah, same.
I bet
it's only Joe, but he's 76 and his phone's probably sat in his. It's literally in his glove compartment in his car, probably.
That's right.
He's got it. Read Sam's.
It's got Friday's name written on it.
Is it really?
Yeah, I wrote Friday on it.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cool. Do you want to?
I've also got that tattooed on my lower back.
Could you just look it up?
What are we reading?
We got to go live on Whatnot in a matter of 17 minutes.
Guy still hasn't accepted the bid.
You act like there's nowhere to be.
Who am I looking for?
The Peppercorn boys. While we're waiting for Joe to do that, I'm just going to say you should reach out to all of us on any of our socials. Feel free to find any of us. It's very easy. But if not, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, the Peppercorn Boys, 5-star review. Let your friends know. Go to YouTube, the Peppercorn Boys. You'll search that. You'll find it. Load of good thumbnails, load of good episodes. Please give them a watch. And underneath this episode, could you let us know what your favorite moment is? Yes. What your favorite episode was? And what your resolution for the year is? We'd love to hear those kind of things. And again, if you would like the idea of us doing some like Dateline type advice episodes, let us know. If you want us to do some games, let us know. Because next year, it's a fresh year. And we're going to do some cool things. Joe, what's he said?
What are we looking for?
Sam gave us his favourite bits.
Did he?
Okay. Come here, Grandpa.
Oh, my days.
When did he do it? A couple of days ago.
Was it? Yeah. It was Sunday or Sunday, Monday, yeah.
His favourite moment is Joe's proposal. Favourite episode. Same as you. His favourite thumbnail was Where's Wally, episode 10.
Nice.
Ooh.
Favourite moment of recent memory was Scott not listening and getting called out for it. Of course it was. Peppercorn resolutions for the Peppercorn card biz to grow twice its current size.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Check us out on Whatnot, the Peppercorn sports cards. And the best Peppercorn it, he just said Bruno. So I don't really understand that, but I mean, he's definitely someone who would also pick the pictures that Bruno does for the thumbnails of me. Shout out to Lewis, he wouldn't. Do you know, actually he might.
Yeah.
Bruno, have you got anything to say before we finish this birthday episode?
Been an absolute pleasure, boys. Hey, who thought? Hey, look at us, eh?
Hey. Year on.
Oh, you're doing that thing off the internet.
Yeah, we're a year on. It's been delightful. I didn't think that I would be able to keep up the 52 episodes of editing. Like, I swear, like there's been some testing weeks for sure, mainly with Wi-Fi, but it's been very enjoyable, and it's been good to do it. We set out to do it, and we've been knocking it out. We've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, and hey, let's. I'm completely lost for words now.
Yeah,
I know
his brain just stops working sometimes.
It does.
My mentor in wrestling, obviously, is John Cena.
Yeah.
He would always say, "Just show up," and that's what we've done for you, beautiful people, every single week. And on that closing note, happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. The podcast. The happy birthday to the Peppercorn Boys podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music,
and YouTube.
Happy birthday to us. Bruno.
Let the people say, let's go!